It's sunny again. Who would have thought, eh? I was absolutely convinced that it wasn't going to be sunny for ever again this year, to be honest. I thought we were well and truly done with the sun. However, we're not, clearly. Hence, these badass Transformer shades that I'm rocking right now like an absolute ledge. Anyway, on to today's vlog, chatting to you fine folks, you excellent people. How the hell are you? Right, so what am I going to talk to you about today? Well, that's a very good question, isn't it? Because I've done a wodge of stuff today, and the most annoying thing of which is I've lost the earbud off of one of my headphones. Not these ones, my ones that I use at the gym in the morning. Not sure where they are, where it's disappeared to even. Just a little silicone rubber tape, highly annoying. So I had to endure, and it was very much enduring it, some awful music at the gym this morning. Actually made me shudder. It was that bad. Nothing to do with the fact that I'm still aching from the weekend. Joking aside on that, so we've done some pretty good stuff today at work. I've enjoyed it a lot. The placement students started, been a significant amount of banter going on there. Always a good thing to make people smile, I find. Now, the problem is going to come when I start talking about some of the other things that I've got to do that I've not had a chance to do, and I really need to crack on with. So as I say, it's a problem like it's a big thing. It's not. I'm just significantly behind where I wanted to be at this point. So I'm almost a year into my career change into this role, and although I've achieved a significant amount, as I said in yesterday's video, the feedback I've had, my probation period and PDPR has been overwhelmingly positive. In fact, it's the best professional feedback I've ever had, which has gone a long way to keeping my motivation high for the past few days. However, that aside, everybody is particularly happy with the amount of progress that's been made. I personally am not as happy as I could be because I've not done a few of the key things that I wanted to do, and that's led to today, where I am. As I said, the placement student started. We've had some team meetings, and I've had, and I don't want to say difficult because it wasn't a difficult conversation. It was just me very much having to be a little bit more managerial than I like being. I'm not a, despite what some people may say or think, yeah, I'm talking about you, but I know exactly what you'll say about this. I don't come across as an aggressive, domineering person at work. I'm quite laid back and quite chill, but now I need my wider team to start doing as I'm requesting. There needs to be a formalized process in place, which there is. I've developed a process, not just for the content production element, but as a wider team process. Now that's in place. To progress to the next level, I need that buy-in from everybody that we are going to work inside of said workflow, so that I can programmatically describe algorithmically a progression through the various steps inside of the workflow to make happen what needs to be happening, and that's going to deliver on the efficiencies of the production side of things. Not just the content production, but the general production of our output product. That needs to happen, but I need everybody to be on board with doing it the right way. There'll be no more people saving stuff in their own personal folders, in multiple locations, changing file names. That has to stop now. We're a year in. I said this was coming. Now it's a time where we need to get people on board and doing that. So that was the conversation that I had this morning. I wanted to do it as the placement student started and we had the entire team in. It turns out that because of people's issues and things get in the way, not all of the key stakeholders that I wanted to be in that meeting were there, but the groundwork has been done. That message has been communicated, which everybody took it really, really well, and I think we all agree that that's what needs to happen, and we just need somebody driving that forward now. And with the best will in the world, sometimes, even for people that want to stick to a process, a workflow, a pre-described methodology of best practice and efficiency gains using whatever technology stack, people fundamentally take the path of least resistance. In my previous role, I wasn't given the freedom to enact the kind of policy-driven approach that I would have had if I'd have had my way. I would literally make people operate inside of that pre-described way, and that would have been much more beneficial. It's easier to do that and prescriptively have several hundred people do stuff in a given manner if I'm not going to be allowed to have a couple of people do it right without having to have all that procedure. Then the only way to do it is to remove people's freedom and make it so they're working in a procedural manner and use governance to control that. What I want to do now, because we've got a much smaller team and we're doing things rather at an organisation level, but as a team level, and that's why I want to stick with this until everything's working, is just getting people doing it. The path of least resistance is this way. If you're not going to do it this way, I'm going to keep on badgering and badgering and badgering. I won't do my part of the process until you stick to the system that we've got, until it's done inside of that system. Which sounds really confrontational and aggressive, doesn't it? But I assure you, it's not. But you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs, as they say. And those eggs, I think, have been broken, scrambled a little bit. But now we're going to end up with a tasty, tasty omelette. So yeah, that's been today. It's been a overwhelmingly productive afternoon. And then, right, this is going to be a longer one today. Completely unplanned, ended up chatting with another colleague who I've not met before. Turns out my name had come up before to him. He knew who I was. I didn't know who this dude was. Anyway, we got on like a house on fire. He was like, I can't believe I've never chatted to you before. This is exactly what I want to do. And I was the same with him. I'm like, dude, this is 100. We are like, are we best friends now? No, it wasn't that bad. If you get the film reference, hit me up down in the comments because I want to know. But yeah, that was really great as well. And one of the things I'm genuinely enjoying about this role that I didn't have in my old role was I'm starting now, a couple of weeks off of being a year in, to meet folk in the institution that genuinely give a shit and want to do the best that they can and are invested. It's not a job, and this is something that I really value in people. Doing a good job is fine, but enjoying what you do and being excited about it and finding other people that are excited about their job and want to do something good, they want to push the boundaries, they want to create, they want to go above and beyond because they get a kick out of it, they like to do it. I love finding people like that I can bounce off of, because once I find somebody like that and I'm doing those things, that puts Wayne into a very good mood. I love interacting with that kind of person. And I think this is all comes back to my personality as well. This lethargism, lethargicness, whatever that word is, it's one of those. About me being grumpy and stuff. And again, Abe, I'm looking at you. This is not me being grumpy because I'm just a standard grumpy person. I'm surrounded by people that a lot of the time, or I surround myself with people, perhaps the wrong people, and I need to find people that I can bounce off of like that. And it's the same on my other channel, my hobby channel. I'm going to talk about this in there as well. Finding the people that you can bounce off of in life, in work, is something that you've got to do. It's your responsibility, and don't surround yourself with the wrong sort of people. If, like in my old role, I was surrounded by people that didn't get on with me, didn't work out what I wanted to work, I wasn't going to work how they wanted to work. I had to remove myself from that situation. before it had a negative impact on my health. And I think that's a lot to do with how I got when I get down, blue and depressed and all of the other things. I get annoyed at the world, and it's because I've not got the right people in my life. I need more interactions like I had today with that kind of person, be that inside of work or outside of work. I want to create cool stuff with people, and I'm genuinely, obviously I need money and stuff, but I'm not that interested in the monetary gain or the career aspirations or like the praise that I will get from stuff. I just want to work with people that want to do cool stuff and get excited about it, and enable other people to get excited about it without taking the piss or any kind of derogatory issues around it. It's like, why should you be embarrassed about enjoying what you do as a career, as a job, as a hobby? Don't be one of those people. Yeah, I like to come to work, or I do now, and I want to carry on doing stuff. I want to carry on creating stuff, and I want to do that in my personal life too. I want to hang out with people that get excited about shit, that don't just whinge and sit around or just want to freaking stare at the phone whenever you're hanging out with them, fucking doing whatever. Yeah, I swore on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like having that, and I'm excited about it. You can tell because I'm excited and I'm talking to you guys about it now. So it's been a good day. It's been a long day, so I need to wrap this up. I need to go home, spend some time with the wife and child, and I think that's going to be a good evening as well. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. I will catch you tomorrow. I ain't got a lawnmower in my shed anymore, so don't annoy anybody because you might get murdered and stored in that bad boy. Alright, have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow.